Hey, seekers and light workers, namaste. Danielle Vidya here with the Holistic Harmony YouTube channel, filming this video in regards to the Guru Purnima ceremony that I participated in on Sunday. It was an absolute honor to be asked specifically by Chandrash to attend this event. This is actually the event where I met him for the first time a couple of years ago. So it was super special for me to be able to attend that event once again. And this time being asked specifically by him, as well as being able to offer out an invitation to a couple of my students who I just felt have been completely devoted and dedicated to their practice no matter what is going on in their lives. They have consistently showed up to their practice, consistently been really dedicated to their growth and their healing for the entire length of time that I've known them from day one. So this ceremony was really special for me to attend because it's really all about the connection between teacher and student. So, Guru Purnima is an annual event that is a spiritual tradition in the Hindu religion dedicated to spiritual and academic teachers who are evolved or enlightened humans ready to share their wisdom with very little to no monetary expectation, just really in relation to karma yoga. So, this ceremony in particular is typically to honor in this space that I go to Chandrash's dad, which is really amazing. He has been a guidance to many, many people in such amazing and beautiful ways. Some stories that I hear along the way really touch my heart, and the stories that people share about how he has impacted their lives has been phenomenal. And honestly, when I attended this event a couple of years ago, I don't really think I understood exactly what it was about. I think that I got a little glimpse of what it meant to these people then, but now kind of evolving into the role that I have to see the gratitude, the love, and the admiration that people have for leaders that guide is really special. And so I just wanted to make this video so that people can understand just the type of energy that is around us this week that I have been submerged in myself. I kind of chose this weekend rather than going out partying or, doing things that were going to lower my vibrations to really specifically do things that were going to honor where I've grown to as well as where I want to be, and really took the time to try to elevate my space, elevate my energy body, my physical body, my mind, with some rest and healing. And so to be a part of this ceremony during this time was just really, I don't even have words to describe it. So the events had rituals, mantras, meditation. It was both in Hindu and translated into English so that it was able to be comprehended by all. The people that were there were absolutely amazing, the nicest people, the most heartfelt space, the most warm attitudes towards all walks of life, regardless of race, sex, age, how you looked, how much experience you had in this type of stuff. Didn't matter. No one cared. And honestly, when I walked through the doors of the temple, I felt like I had passed through an energy portal that literally my hearing was muffled for a moment as I kind of passed through it. So it was a really interesting experience for me to share with a couple of my students that I've really grown to admire and have so much love for over the length of time that we have been in each other's lives. So, just a really cool way to spend a Sunday, honestly. So, just a little history about the event itself. You know, it's a ritualistic event in honor of the guru. So, that is the teacher. And the word guru is derived from two words, gu and ru. The Sanskrit gu means darkness or ignorance, and ru denotes the remover of that darkness. So the guru is the one who removes the darkness of our ignorance, which is really cool. Um, you know, it's a necessary part of life to have someone guide in times of need. There's a lot of inner wisdom that we build. There's a lot of us focusing on going inward and seeking less outward approval. But when you're on a path for a certain length of time and perhaps get bombarded with life experiences that are challenging or a little beyond where you're able to kind of connect with and raise your vibrations and really retrain the thinking or even get a grasp on what needs to be changed, it is really imperative that you have someone that can give you that little bit of verbal guidance, emotional guidance, energetic guidance, whatever it is that you need at that time to really help you transcend past these obstacles. And so what the ceremony entailed was a lot of ritualistic actions, starting off with the Ganesh that was given to us, which was pretty awesome. One of my students that came, I had just mentioned to them a couple of days before how they needed Ganesh in their life. So when we showed up there and received our own Ganesh to work with, I was just like, how aligned. Of course, perfect. So we had our Ganesh, which you could see still has some of the red powder on it, a little bit of the yellow powder as well. There was a lot of bathing of this Ganesh with water and other liquids that they had there available to us. There was rice involved, sweets, fruits, cloves, strings, you know, everything symbolic. Everything had a meaning. We also received these sandals, which are called Charan Paduka. And these have a special meaning all in their own. It really just was such a beautiful, beautiful way to spend time connecting with your inner self, connecting with your higher self, and just really basking in the energy of the full moon that's approaching, to help remove obstacles, to really elevate and lift up to those higher vibrations that are all around us. So the sandals are symbolic as footwear, you know, generally worn by saints of Hinduism, Buddhism. You know, there's a big significance there as far as like the footprints of the deities and the saints that are venerated or, you know, really honored in these traditions. As well as for me, recognizing that the feet is where the energy leaves the body, especially when we are in our Reiki practice. We learn that the feet is the exit of the energy and also where it grounds us into, you know, Mother Earth. So lots of symbolism going on with everything that we did during this ceremony. It was about 2.5 hours that we sat in meditation, in mantra, in rituals, all dedicated to really charging up these symbols that we received there and raising the vibrations to help us connect so deeply to our spiritual selves, our spiritual guidance, our guru. And I ran with that theme this week to really help us to connect with our inner teacher, right? Our inner wisdom. So anyone who's taken my class last night, this morning, and for the rest of the week will be really connecting with their inner guidance, with their inner guru, and, you know, whatever it takes to help each of us individually remove the darkness, and see the light as much as possible. So these rituals and these ceremonies happen once a year during the full moon era of the summer. So very specific to the July full moon, which is extremely powerful, as I've mentioned in my previous videos that you can see. If you're curious to know about that as well, they coincide and go hand in hand with one another. This ritual that we participated in specifically was really one of a kind, and it's considered the most auspicious of days this week to receive healing, clearing of obstacles, and deepening one's spiritual path. So for me to be able to be asked to participate in this specifically, as well as handpick a couple of people to come and share in this with me, was an absolute honor on all accords. You know, I constantly am reiterating there is no hierarchy in my mind and in my heart as to the level and the ways in which I connect with my students, as well as, you know, everyone else that's around me. I feel as though we're all mirrors, we're all teachers, we're all students. So to have that equality shared amongst me, my students, and everyone else that was there, as well as Chandrash and, you know, his dad, who also was participating in the ceremony as well, also working to clear obstacles, receive healing, and deepening spiritual paths, just goes to show that no matter where you are in life on your spiritual journey, there's no end to the seeking. You really are asked to find and heal and clear the obstacles and the wounds, to walk further and further down that path, so long as you are here, if you choose to. So the fact that it was something that was participated by all and not just for specific people or certain people, but something that anyone who's looking to continue down their journey, regardless of how long they've been guiding or if they have been guiding at all, you know, we were all participating in the same ways. And it was an absolutely beautiful way to really kick off the week. Left me in the highest of vibrations this morning. I actually had the banana, one of the pieces of fruit left over from the ceremony yesterday, on my altar with my pieces here. And I gave it a little Reiki and I ate that fruit. And I swear I immediately started having like some major epiphanies, especially as I took my drive to go and teach. And, you know, this morning's class, as far as the roster said, only had 2 people signed up. So I thought it was going to be a really quiet and small class size. And instead wound up being a huge class full of love, full of light, with surprises that I never expected, and just so much love and light. I'm really enjoying the community out in Calverton. I really am missing my Amityville students as well. And so I'm hoping to really share in the love and the light with all of my students as much as I possibly can. So I'm going to be putting together a special event for tomorrow's full moon that will help to really continue to connect us to that space, that inner voice, that guidance, that wisdom of helping to find the lightness through the darkness. So if you are struggling curious to know what the energies that are around us are about, or really just needing a pick me up with some high vibes, come and find me, because I'm really vibing super high right now, and I'm really looking forward to sharing it with whoever needs it. Whether it's 2 or 20, I really don't care. I am giving all of my heart to whoever it is that's crossing paths with me at this point in time. So stay tuned for that. If you're in my Facebook group, you'll see that event coming up. And, if you have any questions about anything, you want to contact me about anything, you're struggling with something, you're not alone, please reach out, find me. I'm here for you. So until we meet again, namaste.